Hey guys!
Welcome back to Double Trouble channel. And finally, we have reviewed all the episodes, and now we're going to review the whole show.
Yep, so there's a lot to tell.
Okay, firstly, can I ask you, did you enjoy watching the show?
So, my honest feedback. I can't say that I enjoyed watching the show, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like that bad as a lot of media publications are saying. I disagree, honestly. Why I disagree? First of all, I would even say that at times it was even inspiring because I, for example, thought to myself, okay, I need first of all to try to cook something. I need to look better when I'm at home, for example, to create a better space around me, etc. I think that the image was pleasing. It was nice to watch. I really loved the colors, the setting, food, how she was dressed. This, yes, it was nice. What I disliked, I really disliked, first of all, we've never seen, in my opinion, a genuine conversation with a friend. From all of the guests that we've seen, I wouldn't
Maybe it was as genuine as
believe
she can be.
that any of
the
the
people.
people that we've seen are her friends in real life. I can't imagine that.
Some of them are, it's just the kind of friend that she is. No?
Yeah, but here I mean friendship.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have a question to you. So we've discussed this before, and you said that everyone was waiting for Harry, but at the
Yes.
same time, you think that he shouldn't have been there because his arrival was awkward.
Yeah.
And I didn't explain my opinion. I think he should have been in the show. I understand that it's her show, but at the same time, if we watch the trailer or even teasers, almost everywhere there is him or he's behind the camera and we hear his voice. So for me, it was really strange that he appeared for like 5 minutes and he was standing far from her and there was very little interaction.
One phrase, like two
would love to
phrases.
see more of their real home and their real interaction. Like if she showed what she makes him for breakfast or what he makes her for breakfast, that would be way more interesting to me than just some dishes that her friends wanted to learn to cook. That's my opinion, and I think it was impossible for him not to be included in the show because there is already a lot of speculation about their divorce. So I think even if he didn't want, and you say that you think he didn't want to be included because he is a private person, I think just because of all these speculations, he had to be included even for 5 minutes.
I haven't heard any speculations that they are heading to divorce, but after seeing what I saw from my perspective, that they were always standing far from each other. They said two phrases to each other. She said a phrase about him, my husband is going to pop by. Honestly, like if they are not Meghan and Harry, if they are just like, I don't know, Peter and Mary, I would think that something is wrong there. So it's not like I'm very skeptical about them. In my opinion, he should have been there from the very beginning, greeting guests, just having this like casual conversation with her, just casual conversation. Oh, darling, I don't know, saying something, blah, blah, blah. But
I think, you know what
nothing.
I missed in that show, and it's probably impossible because these are completely different characters. I would love to see interactions like Victoria and David by Kim
Yeah,
had
be honest.
when he is doing something, then she just pops by and like looks from the door and says a phrase, and then she says a phrase like, oh, he's being interviewed, and then she says, oh, bye, I'm going to the office, and he's like, yeah, to the office for the facial or something like that.
Yeah.
We didn't have any of that. It felt very scripted and not interesting because we actually have no idea what they are like in real life. Okay, one more thing I wanted to say. You complimented her style, but I want to say that I think it should have been done in a different way. I would rather see her cook, garden, or whatever she does in something way more simple, and then change when they cook. It doesn't have to be something cheap because I've done a research, and everything she wears is super, super expensive. And to be honest, I find it super weird when a person is cooking in Laura Piana cashmere sweater that cost $1,000, or she goes into the garden wearing Hermes slippers that cost 1,600, something like that. Or to be honest, in every single episode, I was looking at her jewelry, and I think
It's incredible.
her only bracelets and watch cost about like 40,000 altogether. So I think that would be great if she was wearing something very simple. Once again, let's mention Pamela Anderson and her show, where she looks very casual, and then she can always, when everything is perfect, the food is set on the table, she can change into gorgeous outfits, and we can also see her style and fashion. But it just felt really, really strange to watch her cook.
It just felt
with
not
all
real.
the hair in the food and these
white
shirts with,
outfits. Yeah, completely agree. We already pointed it out in our previous episodes that we don't understand why it wasn't filmed at their house. Weird. I still don't understand why it wasn't filmed at their house. I think that it should have been more as a reality show. Here, I don't understand. It wasn't a cooking show because her dishes were very plain. It wasn't a reality show. It wasn't a lifestyle show. So I don't understand what was it.
I don't know.
To me, it was something.
I didn't understand the audience
of everything. And who is the audience also for this show? When, for example, what I particularly disliked is when she goes and she buys these amazing flowers. And let's be honest, you need to have a lot of money to buy those flowers. But she always says, you can buy flowers on a budget.
But she buys like
flowers
6
on a
or 7
budget.
bouquets. Out of these bouquets, she chooses flowers that she likes the most. And the same with the garden. How many people
The same with the garden. And the same episode, she's saying, even if you live in the flat in London,
Little flat in London.
we are based in London, you can still grow vegetables. How can you grow vegetables in the flat in London?
Especially to have a
I don't
harvest basket
understand.
that you can present to your
To
friend.
me, it's like it's so weird even to say something like this in the first place. Then, as I already pointed out, a lot of waste, plastic bags, labels. We don't need all of that. Balloons.
Every single episode had something that made us cringe in terms of the waste.
Yeah.
Also, the scripts are just awful. The dialects are just awful. It's the
especially the worst one.
Oh my God,
interaction
you're so
with
amazing.
Mindy.
You're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're perfect. You're perfect. I'm not perfect. My style. This was awful. I can watch the image, but I would mute it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. This would be a great option, just to mute it and just to watch it for the inspiration. Then yeah.
Also, I've read that she says that the show is very successful because it's trending on Netflix now. It's day number 3 after the release, and to be honest, it's not that difficult to be trending in Netflix. A lot of shows, very bad shows, are trending. It's a success if it's trending like for a month. Then it's a success. First couple of days, to be honest, this result doesn't say anything.
And let's be honest, it's the same as on YouTube. If a famous singer releases a song, it's always trending. Even if the song is not a good one, it's always trending in the beginning.
I wanted to address a controversy. Yesterday, I watched 2 YouTubers, and they say that YouTube blocked their reviews because they were negative reviews of her show.
You know who I thought about when I heard this? Blake and Lively smear campaign.
This is also very interesting to me. Go ahead, you can find these videos, and they explain in detail that there is no reason for them to be blocked, but they are blocked, and for sure Netflix and YouTube are working together in order to do it.
Okay, this, in my opinion, we can't say this if they are really blocked.
Oh, we don't know. I'm just saying that there is a controversy. Which is also very interesting. And also in the comment section, I've went to Instagram of Netflix and saw that a lot of people are saying that the comments are being cleaned out.
Deleted.
Yeah, the bad comments are deleted and they only leave very good comments, or they write them themselves. And to be honest, I'm not surprised because I went through the comments and only the newest comments are bad, but all the rest are very good. So it's very suspicious, yes.
Okay.
Very suspicious.
Interesting. It's very suspicious, but I also want to share. I didn't have time even to tell you this, that I've shared on TikTok. Also, TikTok, what do you think about the show?
Mhm.
And to me, it looks very suspicious because I received very good comments,
Really? Okay.
but they look like these
Bots?
are bots.
Okay. Because on
Very,
YouTube,
because they are very good. They are like praising, praising, praising.
okay, so on YouTube, we received two comments. That one, it was just a nice comment saying that someone loved the show,
Mhm.
and second one was a very strange comment saying that we are racists just because we have pointed out the Sussex last name, that she corrected her friend Mindy that she needs to call her Sussex.
Sussex.
And I don't really understand what's
what is
racist
the
about this,
connection.
but all the rest of the comments are actually saying that they hated the show. So this is
Yeah.
just our experience.
Okay.
We have discussed all of the bad things and good things about the show. I think no one would watch this show if it wasn't her, but I think it's not as bad to be that hated.
To conclude, I don't agree that it was such a waste of time because let's be honest, like most of the shows that we see nowadays, they are not better than this show.
I think it's more not a
that-
waste of time. I've never seen the comments about waste of time. I've seen mostly that people say not to give her any attention and not to give her views because they are grifters. This opinion I understand, but we have talked about this before in the very beginning. To be honest, it's very difficult in 2025 to find something to watch that is visually pleasing.
What I want to say is that I didn't see the video, but I watched the title of this YouTuber. He's saying, I've wasted 4 hours of my life for watching this show. I don't agree because
I definitely didn't waste 4 hours of my life. So
like,
I think in general,
name me the content that nowadays is better than this.
okay, I think to be honest, we
Why
need
was it a
to
waste?
watch Pamela Anderson's show, at least one episode, to see if it's better or not. Because
I'm
we've
not
received
saying about like cooking shows, but in general. So what on Netflix is so much better that it's not a waste of time. Like too exaggerated to say that it was so bad that it was a waste of time.
think
I
it
don't
wasn't that
agree.
bad.
I don't agree.
I don't think it's that bad.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to leave any comment, please do. We would
We
be
are so happy to read your
comments.
comments, and we would love to have discussion with each one of you, because we have discussed so many details about the show with each other, but I'm sure there are lots of details that we haven't noticed.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like. See you later. Bye.